Harwoods Hole was first explored in 1958 and is described as the deepest vertical shaft in New Zealand. Over countless ages, erosive forces slowly carved this unique structure from the surrounding karst landscape. For a lucky few, the descent starts with a 190-meter abseil and connects with Starlight Cave further along.
Let's take a little push out of you. A little face. Oh, you don't want to leave. Don't leave it. Descent of absolute security.
The first time I stumbled onto Harwoods Hole was by accident, while I was touristing around New Zealand a few years ago.
What's that?
At the time, I remember looking over the edge of the shaft into this endless void and saying to myself that someday I am going to do that. Some years later, after I'd assembled the necessary skill set, the opportunity presented itself. Some friends of mine in the Christchurch Tramping Club were experienced cavers from the UK, and they invited a few of us beginners along. The night before, as we'd rigged the ropes and threw them into the shaft, we could hear this endless whir of plummeting cord falling to the bottom of the cave entrance. It dawned on me then just how long a 190-meter rappel really was.
How was that?
Incredible!
I didn't get a lot of sleep that night.
Oh, the smell. I can almost taste it.
Oh, fully. It's like, I love the smell of carbide.
Cool.
Transitioning from the surface world to the subterranean is an experience of extreme contrast. You start in this green, open, vibrant realm, and as you descend, it becomes very apparent that our surface reality is just this delicate veneer, and beneath it exists a completely other world, one that's cloaked in perpetual darkness and inaccessible secrecy.
All right. Crawl.
Up until recent decades, cavers tended to use carbide lamps instead of head torches. Carbide is a type of mineral that, when combined with water, produces acetylene gas, which is flammable.
Yeah, awesome.
Some sections of the cave had been pre-rigged with hand lines and wrap stations. However, the whole system is prone to regular flooding, so any gear that is left down there gets completely destroyed.
Uh-oh. Oh, my dangly bits.
At one point, I was halfway down an abseil and saw that the rope's sheath had been completely torn away, leaving behind this exposed and damaged core. And because of the echoing of the adjacent waterfall was so loud, no one behind me could hear me trying to warn them. That was exciting. Starlight Cave itself is awesome in the truest sense of the word. Every direction I pointed my torch in, there was such extraordinary oddity.
Kind of challenging.
Fractal-like crystalline formations that were smeared over the cave walls like melted wax. Tranquil pools of water that were so still and clear that you couldn't tell if they were actually there or not. It was amazing.